There you go, man.
Hello everybody, welcome to the kitchen today. Nadia and I have not been on in a while, but we wanted to hop on. Are we live? We wanted to hop on, I'm so sorry, and just get something going for you guys. So today we are going to do a Cajun salmon and some jambalaya rice. So right now, what I am doing is cutting up half of a jalapeno pepper and half of a red pepper. And also, guys, we've moved everything over to YouTube. Yay! So check me out on YouTube, guys. I'm on YouTube. It's Dishing with Chef D. And so go over to YouTube and click the notification bell. This video will be on there as well. So when you miss me live, you guys will be able to catch me over there. So click the notifications, like, and subscribe to the channel. And that way you will always know what's going on with us, okay? So, back to this dish today. We are doing a jambalaya rice and a Cajun salmon. I've got a nice piece of salmon over there. And over on my stove, I already have some Italian sausage going. It's not a lot like, I want to say, you know how you buy the links of Italian sausage? It's maybe 2 of those links. And that's what I have going in the skillet right now, okay? And so that's browning up with, that's going to go into our rice. So now that that's all brown, I'm going to add in our peppers.
Miss Cargill said just come cook it for me.
Yes. And so I will do that, Carol. And so our peppers are going in the skillet right now. And it's getting a little smoky because I also have some Cajun seasoning in there. And so it makes it a little bit smoky. I'm going to switch spatulas for you guys. And so this is a really good rice dish though. So we're going to let that go. And then I add, and guys, I'm cheating a little bit today. This is a boxed Cajun rice mix. I'm going to put that all in there. And we just added the peppers to give it, you know, to make it a little more homemade and to make it taste good and not be so store-bought for you.
Hey, Miss Cargill.
Then we're going to add 2 1/4 cups of water. And Carol is out there watching us. Hey, Carol, pretty lady. And then I add something that's called tomato bouillon. I add about a teaspoon of that. And so this is going to go for about 20 minutes. And so we'll let that do its thing. We let it come to a boil. It's doing all of that. And then we're going to work on our great, great fish that we have going, okay? So all of that is there. So our Cajun rice is going. And guess what? In about 30 minutes, we're going to have the best dinner ever. So we've got that going. We're going to turn it down on low and let it go for 20 minutes. Let me show you guys what I have over here. I have a great piece of salmon. And you guys will see me, if you see the videos, I cook a lot of fish, but we like fish. And this is a very great piece of salmon. And it looks huge. You would be like, there's no way that, you know, I would cook that much for my family. And guess what? You don't have to. You can cut it in half. You can do whatever. But I'm going to cook it all because my greedy family, they will eat it all. And I've told you all before, we get all of these debates about rinsing meat and doing all that kind of stuff. Over here, when you're dishing with these, our dish is we're going to rinse our meat. I don't care what's going on. Rinse the meat off, okay? Because you can always clean the sink, okay? So we've got this beautiful piece of salmon. It's all rinsed off. And of course, now I don't want to put it back in that container. So we're going to put it on our board. And I have the small board out, guys. I'm so sorry for that. And then we're going to season it. I'm going to get the grill going. We're going to do it on the indoor grill. We do this on the outdoor grill sometimes, but today we're doing it on the indoor grill. So I'm spraying it with some olive oil spray, just to give your seasoning something to stick to. You all know that I love my trusty Old Bay. We're going to put some Old Bay on there. And I'm going to finish this off with a nice butter sauce. So right now, it's not a whole lot going on with it, but it's really good. And just your basic lemon pepper seasoning is going to go on it. That's it. 3 things. But it tastes delicious, trust me. Trust me when I tell you. So while we got that sitting there going and all of that, and with the oil, and I know it looks weird, but I like to rub it in just to make sure that the seasoning is not just sitting on top of the fish and on the meat. And yeah, guys, this is so janky that this fish is hanging off of this cutting board. And I do have a cutting board big enough, but since we had already started, we're just gonna roll with what we got.
And Miss Cargill said, hold up the can of seasoning so I can see what it is.
Oh, the Old Bay? This is Old Bay. Old Bay. Gotta have Old Bay when you live down here, girl. Old Bay. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I just got used to Old Bay after moving to Texas too. So it's Old Bay seasoning. So that's Old Bay. This is just basic lemon pepper from Walmart. Just lemon pepper. Nothing deep. Old Bay and lemon pepper is all this one takes because the rice is gonna be pretty flavorful itself, okay? We've got our grill going, and I'm gonna let it get hot. And while that's getting hot, we're gonna talk about this spinach. Let me dump our tray away. Okay, so we're doing spinach. It looks like a ton of spinach because you see all of these bowls of spinach. But I've got two big men in this house. Little T will eat this all by himself. But let me just explain. Fresh spinach cooks all the way down. And if you're wondering why it's out, what do I tell you all in my kitchen? Because we wash everything. So this was in a bag and they say that it's washed. I don't trust it because it didn't come from the bag. It didn't come from the ground to the bag. Somebody touched it or did something. So I wash everything. So there's our spinach. This is about 4 bags of spinach, okay? And we're going to heat up a pan back here. And in that pan, we're going to add some olive oil, about 2 tablespoons. 2 turns of the olive oil bottle, okay? And we got that going. And we're going to put in maybe a tablespoon of garlic. This is my teaspoon, so that's why you see me doing it 3 times, because 3 teaspoons make a tablespoon. We don't want to burn the garlic, so I'm going to take it off the heat a little bit. And we're going to switch burners with the little rice and let it go back there. And then we're going to put this back up here. Now this looks like a whole lot of spinach and like it's just going to be way too much, but I promise you, the way you're going to see this disappear in this skillet. So we sauteed the garlic for just a few seconds. And then we start dropping our spinach in. Dropping the spinach in. And I promise you, it is going to cook down to be almost nothing. Seriously. And let that cook. And I'm moving it around a lot now because that garlic is under there and I don't want the garlic to burn. And this is going to be seasoned so simply, I promise you. It's just garlic, salt, and pepper. So, look how it's cooking down. When I tell you it's going to disappear, trust me, it's going to disappear. Trust me when I tell you. And so what happens with this is, we just keep adding it to the skillet until we get all of our spinach placed in there. And I'm sorry to have my back to you guys. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Nadia is pretty good at filming and letting you guys see what I'm doing. Okay? And we just keep going with this. This part, we just keep it moving until it cooks down. And what will happen is the spinach will make like its own juice and all that kind of stuff. But we just let it keep it going. And we don't cook it to death. I don't add any meat or anything to it. Not at all. This is just fresh spinach. So look, 1 bowl down. And as you see, there's some water in the bowl. But as you see, it cooks away. You can see it starting to cook down. So you can see how this would be a serving maybe for like 4 people. But we're greedy. We want more than 1 serving. So, so we're going to let that spinach cook and cook. And as it goes, we'll just keep adding it until we get it all into the skillet. And it makes its own liquid. And we don't mind that because that'll evaporate too. And we just keep adding the spinach here. And our grill is getting hot. And we've also got our oven set at 350 because we are not going to finish the fish on the stovetop. I'm going to let this go down a little bit more, and now we're going to start with our other seasoning. So, I use Himalayan sea salt. You can see that, Carol, it's just a pink sea salt. A few turns of that, not a lot. Okay, and we just let it go. And as our spinach cooks down, and please pay me no attention. I can hear it in my head because I can hear Nadia saying it like, I cannot believe she's touching that with her hands. You all cook like the way you cook. My hands are just very heat resistant, so this does not bother me. Use a spoon and turn stuff around if you need to, but you know.
Angelique Webb Brown said, "Hey girl."
Hey Angelique, how are you, sweetie? I know I haven't been on for a while, but I'm over on YouTube now, and you guys can catch me there. And this was just an impromptu because I hadn't done this one, so I decided to hop on and do this one live.
And Ms. Cargill said, "I have a Zoom meeting, so I have to go. Let me know how that salmon turns out."
Okay, go ahead, Carol. We'll see you later. I just got off Zoom, so I do understand. Take it easy. Okay, so here we go with that. And guys, I'm doing, who are just tuning in, I'm doing a salmon and spinach. And you guys have seen me do fish. You know, I do quite a bit of fish. And whenever you check out my videos, you'll see quite a bit of fish. But I was explaining that we're just doing a simple, it's a Cajun seasoned salmon and spinach. This was 4 bags of salmon, and I think each bag is about a pound. But look at how it cooks down to like nothing. So that'll just be a normal pan of spinach, okay? So we're letting that go. And in the end, it's just a salt and a pepper. And I can tell that our grill is hot over here for our salmon, so we're getting ready to throw that on the grill. And also back here, we have a jambalaya rice going. It is a boxed rice, but what I did was add half of a fresh jalapeno pepper diced, half of a red pepper diced, and I added some sausage. My brother in Chicago goes to this great meat company, and he sends me sausage, and I had some of that left. So some of that is in the jambalaya rice. It's just a very small amount. It will probably be equivalent to like 1 link of sausage. So we're going to let that spinach just cook down, and we'll do the final season when it gets done. But now we're going to add our salmon. And to our salmon, all it is Old Bay. It's sprayed with an olive oil spray. It has Old Bay, lemon pepper, and this is a Cajun seasoning in here. I'll have to look that up and tell you guys what it is. It's something that I put together. That's why it's in that little container. Because what I'll do is mix up a lot of different seasonings. Okay? So, since we've got that going, I'm going to rinse my hands, and then we're going to put that on the grill. I'm doing it on my inside little flat griddle pan. I'm spraying that with some olive oil. You can hear the sizzle. Y'all know I love the sizzle. But we're going to put it skin down. And I put it skin side down so that the skin can get nice and crisp and firm, and then you can remove your fish from the skin. Nobody really eats the skin, like, you know, I don't have a problem with the skin, but instead of trying to remove the skin beforehand and risking tearing up your fish, you can cook it with the skin down. It'll get very crisp, and then that way you don't have to worry about it, okay? So we're going to let it go about 3 minutes per side, okay? Our spinach is looking great. It has cooked down totally. See that now? Look how it cooked down. So it cooked down from 2 big bowls. Is that down? The little flecks you see in it is garlic. So in the skillet, before we started, we put in 2 tablespoons of olive oil, some garlic, and then we added our fresh spinach.
Miss Beth said, "Miss you."
Hey, Dad, I miss you too, girl. This has been, woo, this has been an adventure, but hey, we're making it through. And tell your mom happy birthday. I saw that. That's sweet. I know you hate you couldn't see her. Okay, so guys, the spinach looks really good, and I can tell you that I know it's going to need some seasoning because I really didn't add a whole lot. So what I do is, we can put this away. This was tomato bouillon that I used in the jambalaya rice. But in the spinach, it sounds a little crazy, but I put a teaspoon of chicken bouillon. It's a chicken bouillon type. I sprinkle that on it, and what it'll do is season up the broth of it a little bit. And I also do some crushed red pepper. Trust me, I am not really a hot person, but like 3 shakes of crushed red pepper, that's all it needs. And we already added some Himalayan sea salt. I'll add just a couple more sprigs of that. And I promise you, this is probably perfectly seasoned.
Miss Cummings said, hey, Mama Marty says hello.
Hey! Who's that? Miss Marty? Hey! How are you, Marty? I miss you so. I know you have crocheted that whole house. Here we go. I hope Jerry's okay. Okay, spinach is good. Guys, I keep all these spoons because I've got to taste everything. So I don't really taste the leaf. I'm just going to taste the liquid in the spinach. It is perfect, so that lets me know that the spinach will be fine. Okay? So spinach is done. All we'll do is finish that off with a little bit of butter. And I have some over here in my trusty little butter dish. We'll finish that off with a little bit of butter. And that's it. Spinach is done. Now, look at this salmon. We've done it about 3 minutes. 3 to 4 minutes on this side.
Hey, Miss Cummings. Nice to see you.
It's very dark, see, but this is all we need. We're going to flip it for just another minute or 2, and then we're going to put it in the oven. I know.
Always impress me with that flip.
Yes, the flip is cool. So, as you see, look how the skin got all dark and all that. Because they don't want to eat the skin, and I didn't want to risk tearing up the fish trying to pull the skin off. So, excuse me, what I do is, the smoke is getting to me. What I do is oil it up really good, put it down first so it crisps up. So then when you slice it, the fish comes just totally away from the skin and you don't have to worry about not liking the skin. But I'm going to spray the backside one more time because it's going to go in the oven. So you see it's only been on that side for maybe a minute. And as you see, the salmon is still kind of white, right? But I am going to put it in our oven while the rest of this goes. That'll be about 5 to 7 minutes, and it's done. And then our dinner is done.
Miss Cummings said Papa J just finished his soap opera.
Awesome, awesome. That's so cool. Okay, guys, he's going in. My oven needs to be, it was already heated. It's 350. So he's going to go in for about 5 minutes. Okay? And then we are done. Our dinner is totally done, okay? The fish is in the oven. The jambalaya is coming. The spinach is done. I'm turning the spinach off. The jambalaya looks just about ready. It is. Very pretty. See, it has the rice with the peppers. And that's our dinner for tonight. Nice, quick, easy. What will happen is I will take everything out and then I will plate it just for you guys to see it. But I am missing everybody so much. I'm missing cooking this stuff and having it. Oh, I shouldn't say stuff. Cooking this great food and having everybody come over to eat with me. So pretend like that's what you're doing. But hey, it's all done. I'm gonna have it on YouTube. So if you're watching this after we filmed, just click to like to let me know that you see it. Head over to YouTube. My channel is Dishing with Chef D, where I'm making all these dishes and I'm getting them put up on YouTube, and it's really been a whole lot of fun. So head over to YouTube, Dishing with Chef D, subscribe to the channel, like, click that notification bell, and then you'll know every time that I go live, and I'll talk to you all soon. From my heart to yours, I love you, and remember, in all thy eating, eat good, y'all. I love you. Bye.